How do I get myself continually back to center so that I can make sure that I am showing up authentically in the way that I want to show up, that I aspire to show up as a leader? One of the things that Timmy Gallagher talked a lot about is the whole notion of a morning routine. And I have a whole process that I go through. I call it priming the pump, creating that unfair advantage of getting up early, making sure that you're doing the things that serve you, which are making sure that you're doing some reading, some writing or some journaling, some quiet reflection, some exercise, and for some people, meditation and prayer, right? How do I get myself continually back to center so that I can make sure that I am showing up authentically in the way that I want to show up, that I aspire to show up as a leader? I add on to that, every morning I say morning intentions because I'm training my subconscious to be the person that I want to show up. So one of the things I say every morning is I will add an insane amount of joy to the world today. I treasure collaboration over conflict, and when conflict is necessary, I'll keep it positive and constructive, right? And so you train your mind again and again and again to do these things. Meditation, bringing yourself back to center, to allow noise, things, values that are outside of yours to stay outside of yours and not negatively impact your day to day. And so if you can do all of those things, you are in a place to be bulletproof going forward.
So morning routine is something to incorporate. That's a tool. Anything else as far as like things to move towards, things to incorporate into your life?
Absolutely. So I talked about this on my last show. I was feeling overwhelmed, mentally overwhelmed, and decided not to do a show the 2 weeks prior. And I think as high achievers, we run into this trap of like, we have to do it all. We have to have more and we have to have it now. And the reality of it is that creates a really negative spiral and trap for yourself. And sometimes the right answer is pump the brake, give yourself grace. And when I did that, one of the frameworks that I talk about is the personal pentagon. So when people are stuck, it almost always comes back to one of these 5 things that I talk about. And for me, it was, well, geez, am I feeding my positive mindset? Well, one of the things that I recognized I was doing was I was spending a lot of time on social media. And so I went onto my phone and I limited 15 minutes on Facebook and 30 minutes on LinkedIn. And suddenly I'm getting more of the right things done that I wanted to get done. And so it's all of this motion that you're trying to do. Social media can be a giant suck. And when you talk about more and now, that is a great place that if you want to keep up with the Joneses, good luck. Because everyone lives in an Instagram world where it is hard to be there. And so there's other pieces like principle 1 of the personal performance is take care of your diet, exercise, and sleep. Be mindful. How much sleep are you getting? Food is fuel. And am I exercising? Am I unlocking all of those endorphins so that I have clarity of thought and creativity to be my best self at work? And so I think one of the things that I have learned is taking what is true and making it truer. And so when you do that and you do more of that, what is true or what you know to be true becomes truer and then easier to action on.